Hello everyone. Our project is Brain Controlled Home Automation System. We are from batch 1. We did this project under the guidance of R. Bharat Kumar Sir, Assistant Professor of MIT MCSE, Mysore. Myself, Nikhil S.
I am Supriya.
I'm Amulya.
I'm Nishant KP.
Okay, today we are discussing about introduction of our project and literature survey and proposal system and design details and limitations of existing system, result discussion, and finally coming to the conclusion. Okay, coming to the introduction of our project. In introduction of our project means, as I said a previous that our project is brain controlled home automation system. The home automation is a concept that provides an ability to control an electrical and electronic devices at home remotely. The main aim of our project is to help the paralyzed and physically disabled peoples. To control the home appliances, we are using the EEG signals. EEG is nothing but electroencephalogram signals. Next, coming to the literature survey. First literature survey is smart home automation using IoT in the year of 2016. The proposed work in this project is a website is designed for the users such that home automations can be implemented more user friendly. The constraints that are in this literature survey are, as we have a web application is designed, it is difficult for the disabled users to give their input and take the more advantage. And next literature survey is IoT based smart security and smart home automation. This paper provides the smart security by sending the captured image through the email using the internet when the object is detected, like that. In this paper, the constraints are, as a web application is designed, it is difficult for the disabled to switch it on and off. Next paper is IoT-based wireless smart home automation system. In this paper, the proposed work is implementation of an Internet of Things based on the smart home automated system to control the home appliances by using the Wi-Fi. The constraints are, as here they are using the remote control to control the access the home appliances, but it is difficult for the disabled peoples. And next last paper is the smart home automation using IoT based sensing and monitoring platform. In this paper, we have proposed implementation of Internet of Things based on the smart automated system remotely to control the home appliances using Wi-Fi. As in this paper, the constraints are, as here they are using the remote control to control the access control or access the home appliances, but it is also difficult for the paralyzed or disabled peoples.
Coming to the existing system of a project, it helps to control the electrical loads with the help of Android application. But these electrical loads are controlled based on Bluetooth input signal. This input signal is received from the Android device. Many times it becomes too tiring to operate the electrical switches and manually every row and then. But this is a big problem, especially in case of aged or handicapped people. In this existing system, it solves the issue by interacting a unit with home appliances, and also that switches loads based on the input received from the Android device. But the app also effective GUI for providing this functionality. Coming to the proposed system, in our project, our aim is to control the home appliances like a bulb or a fan, etc., with the help of human attention level. It mainly comes under the non-invasive method of brain signal measurement. The attention is mainly measured by the NeuroSky headset. The attention level, it ranges from 1 to 100. It means the user level of a mental focus which occurs during intense concentration and directed mental activity. To get a attention value, a user should able to focus onto the object. For example, in our project, we are demonstrating through the bulb.
Coming to the limitations of existing system, dependency of hardware to make command, bounded domain, constraint for hardware control. Next, coming to the design part, the components that are used here is Node MCU, relay, nano, bulb and the circuit. Node MCU is an open source firmware and the development kit that helps you to prototype or build IoT products. And coming to the nano, the microcontroller utilizing in a nano board is ATmega 328. This can be opened at motorized pins like TX and RX. These two pins TX, RX LEDs on the nano board will shimmer at whatever point data is being gone on through the USB accessory towards the PC. Mainly, these boards are used to build Arduino Nano projects by reading inputs of a sensor, a button or a finger, and gives an output by turning motor or LED on, etc. A relay is an electrically operated switch. It consists of a set input terminals for a single or multiple control signals and a set of operating contact terminals. The switch may have any number of contacts in multiple contact forms such as make contacts, break contacts, or combination. Here is how it works. The data flows from brain sensor to the nano and the nano to node MCU and the node MCU to the cloud storage. Through nano only we are operating the activity, that is to on the bulb and also to off the bulb. For the purpose IoT, we are using node MCU model. Loop in is used to adjust the level and we have used 3 frequencies to avoid false trigger.
Coming to the result part, when we on the circuit and the neurosky brainwave, the pairing takes place. After then, we need to wear the neurosky brainwave to the head. Then we need to focus our attention to on the bulb gets on. And when we focus our attention to off the bulb gets off. Thus the brain-controlled home automation system work. We can also check the state of the bulb, whether it is in on state or in off state by accessing the URL. So this is the representation of the URL where you can see the on state and off state of the bulb through internet accessing the website of the particular URL. Coming to the conclusion part, implementation of non-invasive type of brain-computer interface technique to control the home appliances using EEG-based brain signal. The design is cost-effective and easy to build. It works on the brain signal for controlling the physical devices and protective password system. Therefore, the paralyzed and the physically disabled people can independently do their work like switching on and off the lights and fans by their own, and the security system can be enriched using this design.
Our project name is Brain Control Home Automation System. Nowadays, smart homes are becoming very popular, where we can control the home automation through remote control. Our project is different from that. The main aim of this project is to help the paralyzed and physically disabled people to control the home appliances through the EEG signals. In our project, the BCI is considered as a recent and unique transmission medium between the human brain and the computer.
Now I am explaining about the design part of our project. This is nano, node MCU, and this is relay circuit. The data flows from brain sensor to nano, nano to node MCU module, and then to the cloud storage, and then to relay circuit. Coming to the nano part, through nano only we are operating the activities such as we can on the bulb and also we can off the bulb. For the purpose of IoT, we are using Node MCU model. In this nano model, this blue pin is called as a jumper. It is the short length of conductor used to close, open or bypass part of an electronic circuit. Here we have used 3 pins to vary the frequencies. Why we have used these 3? Because to avoid false trigger. In this nano model, we have motorized pins like TX and RX. TX, RX LEDs on the nano board will shimmer at whatever point data is being gone through the USB accessory towards the PC. Mainly, these boards are used to build Arduino Nano projects by reading input of a sensor, a button or a finger and gives an output by turning motor on or LED on, etc. This is the Node MCU. It is an open source firmware and development kit that helps you to prototype or build an IoT product. Coming to the relay circuit, a relay is an electrically operated switch. It consists of a set of input terminals for a single or a multiple control signals.
Now I am going to explain about the working of our project. Actually, this is called as a NeuroSky MindWave. It is going to interpret the electrical activity of the brain and pick up and throws the data to the opponent. Actually, this brain sensor converts electrical pulses, and this sensor comes with the Arduino library. This is a NeuroSky MindWave. In this NeuroSky MindWave, we have battery. This part is called as a battery part, and we can turn on and off the battery whenever we want. And actually, this is a Bluetooth module, as you see, which is used for the pairing purpose, pairing with its circuit. So actually, this is an metal sensor which is going to capture some brain signals that are generated from the brain. Then coming to this is an reference pin that we want to wear.
Now I'm going to explain about the pairing process. Now I'm turning on the circuit. Now we need to connect through the Wi-Fi to the device. First we have to go to the setting, then to portable hotspot. Now we are turning on the hotspot and wait for the device to get connected to the phone. As you see now, the light is blinking over the Wi-Fi module. Now going to this, now the device has connected already. Now as you can see, the device has got paired. This is the device which has got paired to the circuit. We need to turn on the circuit. As you can see, the circuit has turned on. Now we need to take the NeuroSky MindWave and go into the battery part. We need to turn on the battery. Then now in the Bluetooth module, you can see that blinking. Now this indicates the pairing process is going on. As you can see, we have turned on the AC circuit. The bulb is not on, it's in the off state. Now I'm gonna wear the sensor. And wear the reference pin. Now I'm gonna start focusing and by giving some attention on the bulb. Now I'm gonna turn on the bulb and then I'll turn off the bulb.
As you can see here, the bulb has gone off and also the web page indicates the bulb has been off. Since we have used nano part and the Node MCU part, I'm going to explain about the code of the nano part. First we'll check whether it compiled successfully. For that, tools, we need to select a board, that is Arduino Nano. We need to verify. The verification process is going on. As you can see here, it compiled successfully without any errors. Mainly, the data flows from brain sensor to nano, nano to node MCU, and node MCU to the cloud. The data from the brain sense that will flow from flow to nano through the Bluetooth. We have defined baud rate 57600. It's nothing but it's the speed which is get connected to the Bluetooth. And we have defined light out and relay. Here we have used pin number 11. Why we have used light out variable? Because it collects the data and it sends that data to the node MCU. For that purpose, we are using light out variable. And we have connected it to the pin number 11. Our device will be connected to the pin number 12 through relay. Next, here we have declared adjust 1, 2, 3. Why? Because why we have used this one? Because to adjust the levels, to adjust the attention levels, we have declared these 3 variables. Coming to this part, these are all the protocols of attention level. We have declared a variable called focus because we are using that in the adjust function. I'll show when I explain about the adjust function. In void setup, we just starting the Bluetooth, and as you can see here, serial.begin. This is to start the Bluetooth, and we are setting the input and output devices. Next, we have read 1 byte function. It will read the data that is continuously generated from the brain sensor. The actual code runs here. In void loop, we have 2 functions. One is adjust and one is brain. Coming to the adjust function, as I said earlier, we have declared the variable called focus because to adjust the focal level, we have used 3 values. For first one we have set for 30, and second one is we have set it for 50, and the third one is set it for 70. To avoid false trigger, we have done like this. And with the help of jumper, we can get the correct focus level, or we can set the focus level. And the main function will run from here, like actual code runs from here in the brain function. First, the adjust function will check which focus level is taken with the help of jumper. Then the focus number will be ready with us. Next, in brain function, when we start focusing, then the attention level will be triggered. When the attention level goes beyond the focus number, then the light will go into on. I'll explain that in detail. The brain cells will be sending continuous data. Here, the brain function will read the data one by one. This brain function read starts reading the data, and it combines those data into a packet. We store that attention level, the packet we got, that will be stored in a payload data here. It will be stored here. Next, as you can see in this function, we are storing that value of the payload data into attention, then attention to temp variable. Finally, our attention number or of level will be stored in the temp variable. So we can see here, whenever if the attention average is greater than the focus, then the light will be in the on state, which means, for example, if our focus number is 30 minutes, and if we got the attention average greater than 30, then the light will be in the on state. That is nothing but relay high, means the bulb will be on. And here light out, as I said earlier, we have used it for we have used this variable because it sends data from Nano to Node MCU. In this, again, when the attention level comes to the 30, if it is go above 30, then light will be going to on. If it is comes exact 30 or below 30, then relay will be low. That is, light will be in the off state. This is about the Nano part. I'm going to explain about the Node MCU part. Okay, coming to Node MCU, first we'll verify here tool, board, and we need to set Node MCU model. Then we need to verify. Wait. Now verify. Till verify process goes on, I'll explain the code. In Node MCU, we need to send the data to cloud regarding whether the bulb is in on state or in the off state. For that purpose, we have used UBDots cloud. It's nothing but we need to create an account in the UBDots. Here, as I used light out variable in the Nano to send data from Nano to Node MCU, here also we have used the variable lighting. This will send the data that is received from the Nano and it sends it to the cloud. Here D2 is used as a pin number. Here D2 is the pin number we have used. Lighting, here we have declared write in read. It's nothing but a variable used to store data. When we create an account in UBDots, the token will be generated. This is the token that is generated when we create an account in the UBDots. Yeah, it's the compiling is done. As you can see here, there is no error in the code. Next, to avoid false trigger, we have designed 3 pins, as I said in Nano. In UBDots, we need to synchronize the hardware. UBDots need to know from which device the data is coming from, and the hardware should know for which cloud we are sending the data. So for that purpose, we are synchronizing the data. Now, this token will be in both cloud and also in the device. Through the help of Wi-Fi, we are informing to the cloud whether the data is on or off, whether the device is on or off. So for that purpose, we have used, this is the Wi-Fi username and this is the Wi-Fi password. So once Wi-Fi get connected, the data will go to the cloud. To send data to the cloud, we need hotspot. For that purpose, we are using mobile hotspot. Here in void setup, we are setting the input device. And we are connecting UBDots through Wi-Fi. As you can see here, we are connecting UBDots through Wi-Fi. In void loop function, this light in read will continuously read the data. In brain function, as we use light out, as I said, it will collect the data and it sent to the Node MCU. Here, the light in receives the data and it stores that data into this light variable. After receiving data, it will send to the cloud and cloud will going to display that data or display the information about whether the bulb is in off state or on the on state. For that, we have created one dashboard. I'll show that. This is the dashboard we have created. As you can see, this is the light indicator. It will indicate whether the light is in on state or it in the off state. See, as you can see here, if it is bulb is in the off state, it shows that light is off. As you can see here, the light is off. When the bulb is on in the on state, as you can see here, it indicates light is on. This is the overall project and code of our project.
This is our overall project. Thank you.